Buybacks are a pretty interesting tool for builders with tokens, and you can see this with the way Merkle and Dish are handling Clanker buybacks, and you can also see this with how A-Town is managing Emerge buybacks. And so both of these folks have used different mechanisms to automate the buyback process, and I'm going to walk you through how you can actually do that without coding anything and building your own smart contract. So first, let's go to, we're going to use two different things. We're going to use a swapper from Splits, and I'll do that on base, and we're going to create the swapper. What the swapper will do is it will ingest tokens and many tokens and output a single token, so it will buy just a single token, will swap into that. So we can use Merge for this example, and let's actually go and create an account to do this. So one-offs, I'm not really using that, but let's just say this is buyback account, and I will put my iCloud and maybe Will's iCloud as well, make it a one of two. And so now we have this new account that we can use just for this purpose. And for the sake of this, we are going to have a merge end up in this account. So that will be the beneficiary. And we're also going to manage the swapper from this. So we will actually be using this account to create it and everything. So we use Splits as the wallet, Splits demo team, let's use buyback account. Connect, okay. And then the token that we want to apply buy pressure to or do the buybacks on will be a merge. We'll grab that address and we will paste it in. Okay, so a merge is a newer token and we don't have any liquidity pools with this specific Oracle. That's fine because I can actually just do this as the owner myself. And so if I want it to be fully automated and never be in the mix, then I would need to deploy a custom Oracle, which we can walk folks through. But for the time being, I will just plan to execute this, once a day, once a week, what have you. Okay, so merge is going to be the output token. The beneficiary is going to this buyback account that we created. I'll make myself the owner as well, so that I can edit it, which is important here, and I can also call those, swap the funds. And let's say create swapper. We'll say create merge swapper. Okay. So that will be confirmed in just a second. The swapper will be created. And what we can do is I'll jump over to like an operations account or some account that has funds in it, and let's send it some tokens that aren't a merge. So I'll grab this address and let's send from operations to that swapper. We can send USDC. Let's send like 5 USDC. Test emerge swapper buyback flow. Okay, that's going to that swapper 0xCF. Okay, submit. Cool. Okay, so you can fund this swapper however you want, right? It's just a contract address, so it can be the recipient of Clanker fees, it could be the recipient of any sort of swap fees or what have you. And so anytime that funds come into it, they'll just pile up here, right? And so we've got 5 USDC. I'm not exactly sure why it's showing 489 at the moment. I guess a pricing thing on our end. And so tokens can start piling up. It can be USDC. We could even send, let's send to the same. This one, and let's send wrapped ETH. We'll send like $1. We don't have wrapped ETH, so we're gonna have to kind of just in time swap into it. Merge swapper buyback flow. Okay, so this is just to show that you can have multiple different tokens that come in, and then assuming this works as expected, all output tokens will land in this buyback account as a merge. So let's do it. So this is what I want to come in. I do, daily, weekly, whatever. Just come in, select those, hit swap, and now the swapper will take care of all of the routing in the background. So buyback merge. So transactions confirming. That state will update in a second, and we should see the tokens appear here in just a second. Okay, so we got that emerge in here. And so once you set up the swapper, there's nothing that you actually need to do in terms of manually figuring out the pricing or anything. You just come in here, select those items, hit swap, approve it, and then it will land in this account. You can also what we're seeing actually, I think with A-Town, what we're seeing is you can stack these swappers with splits and stuff, and so you could say, hey, well, I want to buy back 50% or 20%, and so you can if you were to create a split that points 20% to that swapper address that we just had, which I guess I don't think it's on my clipboard anymore. Oh yeah, it is. Okay. Then you could use a split address and say, okay, 20% is going to get swapped, or going to get swapped into a merge, bought back, etc. So quick run through of how you can, as a builder, you have access to these types of buyback tools, And so that's our goal, is to give people access to these kind of modern